Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider, and today we got another video for you guys. Today I'm gonna be doing some type of a different video. I've been seeing these type of videos on YouTube lately, these tier lists of people ranking different things from like quarterbacks to different teams, different foods and whatnot, putting them in different tiers. Instead of ranking them 1 to 32, they put them in tiers, which I think it's easier and I think it's kind of fun to do. And today I'm going to be ranking all 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL, from S being really elite and D being below average type of quarterbacks. And these are quarterbacks that were playing last year, and I will not be biased in this video. I'm gonna really give a lot of respect to all these quarterbacks and my thoughts on it, but these are all my opinions. Before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching this video and you enjoy this type of content, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button so you don't ever miss out on another video like this. And disclaimer, I know a lot of people are gonna get mad because, you know, their quarterback might not be in the tier that you want them to be, but these are just my opinions on each of these quarterbacks, and I'm gonna be as non-biased as I can. So yeah, and Raider Nation, if you guys do enjoy watching these type of videos, then let me know so I could keep doing more. So I thought I'd give it a try, and let's see how it goes.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Woo, okay. So the first quarterback that we have on the board right now is Patrick Mahomes. And I know a lot of people want to put Patrick Mahomes already in that elite status. Me, I'm not going to put him there, but he is a really damn good quarterback. So I'll put him right here. Oh, look, let me see if I can get it right. Okay, so Patty Mahomes, I'm going to put him borderline elite. This guy had a really great season last year. And it's kind of hard for me to say that because I'm a Raider fan, but I got to give credit where credit is due. Patrick Mahomes had a great season last year, but we'll see what he does in the second season. I can't put him elite yet. I just can't. But he's a really great quarterback, and if he keeps it up, he could be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Or maybe not. Okay, next quarterback, Philip Rivers. I hate this dude with a passion. This dude, just despise Philip Rivers, but I can't knock Philip Rivers for what he's done in the past, and he makes a lot of things look effortless. So I'm gonna put him right there, borderline elite as well. He's still a great quarterback, and he's done it for so many years, and he chokes a lot. He really does, but throughout the season, he puts up really great stats, and I got to give his credit. Now, Case Keenum, I'm not really big on Case Keenum. I got to put him below average. Derek Carr, my quarterback, that's my QB. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to put him elite or borderline elite because he hasn't got there yet. He had one good season with us, but every year he's done really great for what he's had. Last year, having a career high in yardage for the weapons he had around him and the protection he had around him, you best believe he's going to be above average. I'm going to put him at B. And a lot of people want to put him average, but if you watch as many games as I have, you know why I put him there. Now, Eli Manning, he's the definition of an average quarterback for me, so I'll put him at C. But I still got respect for him, but he's kind of getting up there in age and hasn't really done much lately. Now, Alex Smith, last year, I'll put him at average. I'm not going to put a lot of disrespect to his name. He did get injured, a gruesome injury, which he might not play anymore, but I put him at C. Nick Foles, I have to put him up here with he's above average to me. He comes through and he balls out when he's on the field, and he was a really great backup quarterback for Philadelphia. Now, Carson Wentz, this one is pretty tough. Carson Wentz is really good when he's on the field, and lately he hasn't been on the field that much, but he's a young quarterback that has all the intangibles of being a really good quarterback. He can run out of the pocket, make plays, and throw it down deep. I know he's kind of a risk taker, but I'll put him behind Nick Foles right here at B. Now, Dak Prescott, I'm not really high on Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is really a product of his team. He has a really great offensive line, and you got a back that carries the load. And I know Skip Bayless gasses this dude up so much, but he really is average to me. But I'll put him above Eli Manning right here. He's the definition of an average quarterback to me. Now, Mitch Trubisky had a good season last year, but again, he's another guy that's a product of his team. That defense carries that team, and it goes as far as that defense goes. But Mitch Trubisky, he just wasn't really accurate last year. His ball placement really wasn't there, and like I said, that defense really carried him. And in that playoff game that they lost, it shouldn't have never came down to Cody Parkey kicking that field goal. So I'm gonna put him right here at C level average. Now, Josh Allen is another guy that surprised me as well. I got a lot of I really like Josh Allen, and he didn't have a lot of weapons last year, but he did really good for what he had, and his running ability really made him a solid quarterback to me. And I'm gonna put him right here above Dakota Prescott as an average quarterback, but he is one of my favorite rookie quarterbacks of last year. Kirk Cousins to me, easily above average quarterback. I'm gonna put him above Nick Foles, and I know he had a lot of weapons around him, but he is a solid quarterback, and believe me, I believe he's gonna be a good quarterback for the future for the Minnesota Vikings, and I actually like Kirk Cousins. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't really like Aaron Rodgers that much, but I gotta respect this game and what he's done. And last year, the Packers basically go as far as Aaron Rodgers goes, so I'm gonna put him right here at the elite. He's just elite, and I think only 3 players can be up here in the elite. Like 3 or 4 players could be an elite quarterback. Matt Stafford is a tough one for me, man. I'm gonna put Matt Stafford right here at average. He's an average quarterback to me. Now, you know what? I'm gonna put Matt Stafford at above average, but he's borderline average to above average for me. Drew Brees, there's not much I have to say about Drew Brees. This dude is elite. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer, and this dude just puts up ridiculous numbers, man. And he's probably like number 1 in stats in almost everything, because he's a walking first ballot Hall of Famer right now. Matt Ryan, I would have to put him in the A category for me. You know, he's just that good of a quarterback. Had a solid MVP season a couple years ago, and to me, I just think he's a really great quarterback. Now, Jameis Winston, I'm gonna put him down here below average at D. He just hasn't done much, and to be the first overall pick just a couple years ago, he has a lot of potential being a really great quarterback, but we just haven't seen it. Like we've seen some spurts of really good quarterbacks, but he just doesn't do it, you know. But Cam Newton, I can't disrespect Cam Newton. He's better than all these quarterbacks right here and above average. So I'm gonna put him in the A level under Matt Ryan. I think his game speaks for himself, and like he's one of those quarterbacks like that team goes as far as Cam goes. Hopefully this season he heals up and he comes back and balls out, but you know, we'll see. Jared Goff is a guy that I think is Jared Goff is an average quarterback, but I'll put him at the top of this. At the top of them, he's an average quarterback to me. He's basically a product of his system as well, and he's not the reason why they win. It's that defense and Todd Gurley, and yeah, I just don't really see him. He's another Dak Prescott to me. Dak Prescott, Mitchell Trubisky to me, because honestly, if you put any of these quarterbacks on their team, they'd be Super Bowl contenders every year, or even some of these quarterbacks, honestly. Jimmy Garoppolo to me, I think is an average quarterback. He hasn't done much, but I'm gonna put him right here under Mitchell Trubisky. He has been injury prone lately, and last year, the first year he went to the 49ers, he had that spurt of 5 games, but you know, not a lot of pressure is on you when the team is already bad. And last year he did okay when he was in, but didn't really do much. Obviously, he was injured, but I have to put him average. A lot of people want to put him above average or borderline elite, but stop. Just stop. Russell Wilson, oh man, he's borderline elite. I want to put him in elite, but he's an A. I'll put him at the A level because that Seahawks team goes as far as Russell Wilson goes. This dude is really a great quarterback. I think he's worth the money that they gave him because he does everything you need him to do, and he barely has the weapons. He barely has the offensive line. He barely has the wide receiver weapons other than Tyler Lockett. And Doug Baldwin last year was okay, but he carried that team all the way to the playoffs. And I know they have Chris Carson in the backfield, but he's inconsistent as well. So, I mean, Russell Wilson, a great quarterback. And if you give him half as many weapons as Dakota Prescott, Jared Goff, and Mitchell Trubisky had, oh man, they'd be Super Bowl contenders easy. Now, Sam Darnold is another guy that, Sam Darnold, I put him in average above Dakota Prescott because I think he's really going to do great this year. And last year he showed spurts of being a good quarterback, but Josh Allen is still one of my favorite quarterbacks of last year's draft. Josh Rosen, I'm not really sold on Josh Rosen. I put him below average. I know he didn't really have a lot of help last year, but he really didn't do good as well, and they were the first overall pick. That goes to show what type of quarterback he was last year, and maybe he could do great things this year, but he didn't really do much last year. So Baker Mayfield, I'll put him above all these quarterbacks right here and above average. A lot of people want to put him borderline elite, but I want to give him another year. For his rookie season, he really had a solid rookie season, and I think he's better than Derek Carr so far. Hopefully Derek can step it up this year to become a better quarterback than what Baker's done. But Baker, I got to give him respect as well. He did really good last year, taking a 0-16 Browns to almost making the playoffs. I got to give props where props is due. So, and don't forget his first start in the NFL, he lost to your Raiders in overtime. But you know, I'm not gonna boast on that. But Deshaun Watson, where do I put him at? I gotta put him above Baker Mayfield for me. Another guy that he got sacked the most times last year, and their offensive line was horrible, but he still took that team to the playoffs. Balled out last year. Now give him a line that will protect them. The sky is the limit for Deshaun Watson. Ryan Tannehill, I don't have to say much. He's below average to me. Lamar Jackson, I wasn't really high on him. To me, he reminds me of Terrell Pryor. He's a solid quarterback, but can only run, doesn't really have a good arm. But I'm going to put him right here in an average behind Mitchell Trubisky. Now, Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger. This is a tough one. You know what? I'm going to put Ben only because of the stat-wise what he did last year. I'm going to put him above average right here. Move. Deshaun does not want to move. Okay, right here. I'm gonna put him above average. I'm not really high on him, but I think he's another guy that just has the best weapons around him. He had the #1 receiver in Antonio Brown, the #1 running back in Le'Veon Bell, and you know he got a lot of pieces around him and one of the best offensive lines in the league. I think I put him at B. Andy Dalton to me is the definition of an average quarterback, so I'll put him in C, but I think he's better than these guys right here. I'll put him right there. He's C level for me. We got a lot of average quarterbacks in the league. Oh man, Andrew Luck, oh man, borderline elite. He's right here with Russell Wilson. This guy is one of the best quarterbacks on the rise, and I know the Colts basically aren't good when he's not playing. And when he's playing, they're easily a playoff team. The Colts are another team that nobody thought was going to do anything last year. And this guy came in and balled out. And I believe he's going to be a future Hall of Famer, honestly. But I really like Andrew Luck, and he's right there. I put him at A. Okay, Marcus Mariota, that's my oos. That's my cousin, but I can't be biased to my oos. This dude is below average to me, but I think he still has a high ceiling, and I think he's just injury prone, hasn't really done much. He showed a lot of spurts of being a really good quarterback too, but I think he's just below average right now for me. But he can prove me wrong this year. He's got a #1 weapon in AJ Brown. They do still have Derrick Henry out there, and hopefully they do ball out this year and he shoots up to being an above average or maybe an elite quarterback in the future. But he has to play a full healthy season to show us that he can be a really great quarterback. Blake Bortles trash, dude. Blake Bortles obviously is below average to me. And last but not least, Tom Brady. There's nothing more I have to say. I used to hate this dude, especially being a Raider fan, but I respect him, and I can easily say he's the GOAT. He's the best quarterback of all time. And he's easily right here, the #1 quarterback in the league right now. And that's how the list shapes out to be, from the elite tier to the bottom tier. Let me know what you guys think about my list right here, about how I ranked it. Did you guys agree with it? Did you guys not? Let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys do enjoy more videos like this and you guys want to see more, maybe hit that like button, get it up to about 300 likes, then maybe I'll do another one for you guys. But yeah, with that said, please hit that subscribe button and that notification icon button so you guys don't ever miss out on more videos like this. I'm gonna be coming out with more and more content out there for the Raider Nation. I know you guys enjoy it, and I appreciate the love and support that you guys been showing me. And with that said, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is Yow.